Okay, here's some of the programs that we do. We help you in market development, we help you in advertising and promoting your programs, and we are considered an economic development agency at the Farmers Market Authority. However, we do have to get into some regulatory issues as well because of some of the programs that we administer. Oh, one thing I did want to say, how do we go about helping you as farmers make money? We do that two ways. Number one, the most important way is we cut the middleman out. We help you sell direct through farmers markets. But the other way, if you think the best way that you can do that is connecting you to a restaurant, and I'll show you some of this in a minute, or through a wholesale operation, whether it's going to through a C.H. Robinson or a Walmart or wherever, we help you do that. We're that connecting entity to help you sell your product wherever the best way that you feel is possible. But I'll tell you that the very best way that you're going to make the most money is selling it direct to the consumer. So 16 years ago, we started focusing there. So the first part of my presentation is going to deal on farmers markets because that's where we are. So in 1994 in the United States, there was only 1,755 farmers markets. And last year, look how many farmers markets there was in the United States. In Alabama, in 1999, there was only 17 farmers markets. Last year there was 133, this year there's going to be 135. Tremendous growth in a very short period of time in farmers markets in Alabama. In 1999 there was 237 farmers selling in farmers markets in Alabama. Last year there was a little over 1,100 farmers selling in those 133 farmers markets in Alabama. Wow. Okay, marketing. Whenever I used to farm, I grew peanuts, cotton, raised beef cattle, and I grew a few vegetables. Marketing was not something that I wanted to think about. Most farmers today don't think about marketing. It's something that we don't really understand. We don't appreciate that it is critical in the decision-making process regarding what to produce, what to grow, and how to sell, or how we can sell it. And y'all believe it or not, there's a greater demand than supply when it comes to fruits and vegetables in this state today. We have created a greater demand for our product. And if at the end of the day, or the end of the year, when we get through paying all of our bills, y'all, if we have not made money, what have we done? It's more than just making a good living. We got to have money. Profit. So, there's two aspects to marketing: identifying market opportunities, market development, and penetration. Market opportunities. Direct markets involves farmers markets, you-pick operation, roadside stands, and CSAs. Ethnic groups. Boy, oh boy, have we missed this opportunity right here. All we got to do is look around in our communities and see. The faces in our communities today are not like they were whenever I grew up. We all looked alike. We don't look alike anymore. These people don't eat the same stuff that we eat. Folks, all we got to do is look and find out. Walk up to these people and say, what is it that you like? I got a producer that grew Japanese persimmon. Some Korean ladies saw those things on a tree. This had been 10 years ago. His first crop. He's not gathered one since. They come 40 miles to his place every year and they gather his crop for him. Restaurants, universities, conference centers. We think, Don, I can't sell to a restaurant. I can't sell to a university. Universities now, that's a hard egg to crack. We're still working on those. Conference centers. You say, what's a conference center? Anybody ever heard of Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail? We have producers selling directly to every single one of those in the state. Restaurants, we have We're selling to chefs at restaurants from Huntsville to Florence to Mobile, all over this state. Advertising. You don't have to promote your product. Between the health community out there and these 4 words right here, buy fresh, buy local. You don't have to scratch your head and think about what is that telling me to do. But buy fresh, buy local, people associate that with old time farm stand crate label, and it means freshness, safety, and quality. Here's some other things that we have been involved in. Food safety, good agricultural practices, good handling practices. I cannot stress that enough, y'all. Where we are in our world today, we have got to be careful of how we're handling it. You're not growing a product. You're not growing a crop. From the day you put that seed in the ground, you're growing food. Electronic benefit transfer, that's a different word, is it not? But everything that you do, whenever you go to buy gas, when you go to Walmart now, so we're working on this. Look at this. This is at a farmer's market now. And look at that. Taking Discover Card, MasterCard, Visa, American Express. We're working real hard to make it become a reality, this become a standard practice with wireless terminals at farmers markets all over the state, where our senior farmers market nutrition program, food stamps, debit cards, credit cards, everything can be accepted at farmers markets. Here's just a little example of what has happened at farmers markets across the United States. Not the United States, across Alabama. Our senior farmers market nutrition program has generated over $12 million in sales. There's been over $8 million in cash sales tied to that. So when you add the WIC, the senior, and the cash sales together, that program has generated $21 million. Because of those programs and the farmers markets that's been generated because of those, there's been an additional $45 million in cash sales from folks like myself. So because of those programs that we started here in Alabama, that farmers markets are here today because they would not have been had we not started the Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program back in 2001. As a result, we've sold $66 million of produce that went directly into farmers' pockets since 2001. That's pretty good. So what are the results? We got more farmers market than direct, increased farmers' incomes, more people are shopping at farmers markets, consumers are purchasing more local produce and eating healthier. We started 116 farmers markets since 1999. The formula for success is food, music, cooking demonstrations, something for free, something for children, and overlapping activities. Now, I told you that we sell any way that we can. That was all the retail side. The wholesale side, we have been working with a lot of groups all over the state over the last 16 years to help form marketing associations. The most recent endeavor, and we've got a couple of folks here today, and I don't know what Clint or Wyatt may say, so I'm not going to say a whole lot about this, but we've helped form marketing associations or whatever to help. And so when we can, we identify an area that if there's a large volume, there's, how many acres of blueberries we're up to, Clint? 300 and...
Almost 300.
Almost 300 acres of blueberries. People, there's no way we can retail 300 acres of blueberries. So we're automatically into a wholesale situation. So when you get to that point, it's just very difficult for the producers of 300 acres of blueberries to market or to wholesale as individuals. So the best thing to do is to form a marketing cooperative. So that's what those guys have done. And so we've worked with them, you know, we've put them in touch with C.H. Robinson, and they're marketing those berries. And one thing's led to another, we formed another marketing cooperative. So we work with producers to help you any way that we can. Here's some satsumas, you know, we've got some satsuma growers as part of this new cooperative that we've just recently formed. There's going to be other crops that will be represented in the Southern Growers Cooperative. Matter of fact, the Southern Growers Cooperative will represent any vegetable crop that you can imagine. And I'm sure that Clint will talk about that, so I won't step on his toes. And any one of you are welcome to participate in that cooperative. Am I right, Clint? Mark it through that. Here's an example where we have worked. This is a Cisco operation. We've connected this producer on the left over here. That's actually the president of Cisco up at Calera, Cisco, Central Alabama. But in closing, choose the face on the food that you're going to eat. Is it going to be from Mexico or somewhere unknown to you? This is the way most people identify the food that they're going to eat with that grocery store. As far as I'm concerned, the food that I'm going to eat is going to be that of an American farmer. I'm going to know where my food comes from. It's going to be that of these folks right here. And the choice is yours. It's up to you. Any questions?